Let me ask you something, my friend. Do you have a sweet tooth? Yeah, me too. Most of us do. And you know what? That's not a weakness. That's just being human. Sugar lights up the reward center of our brain. The moment we taste something sweet, our brain says, "Hey, that was nice. Let's do that again." So if you love sweets, don't beat yourself up. You're not broken. You're wired that way. These days, a lot of folks are trying to cut back on white sugar. And that's where dates come into the picture. You've probably heard mixed messages. Some people say dates are a superfood straight from nature. Others warn they'll make you gain weight or send your blood sugar through the roof. So who's right? By the end of this video, you'll know 5 real health benefits of dates, 2 important things to watch out for, and exactly how many dates you can safely enjoy each day, especially if you're watching your weight or managing diabetes. So grab a cup of tea, get comfortable, and let's talk. No hype, no scare tactics, just honest, straight talk. The good, the bad, and everything in between. What exactly are dates? Dates are the fruit of the date palm tree. They're stone fruits, kind of like cherries or peaches, but instead of growing one at a time, they grow in large bunches, almost like grapes hanging from a branch. Here in the United States, you'll mostly see 2 types, Deglet Nor and Medjool. Medjool dates are the big, soft, juicy ones. They have a rich, caramel-like flavor, and when people think of dates, that's usually the kind they're picturing. Dates aren't some trendy new health food. They've been part of the human diet for thousands of years. In many Middle Eastern cultures, dates are known as the bread of the desert. They're often served to guests with tea, and during Ramadan, people traditionally break their fast at sunset by eating dates. In fact, dates are so important that in 2022, UNESCO officially recognized the traditions surrounding dates as part of the intangible cultural heritage of humanity. Not bad for such a small fruit, right? And now let's take a closer look at the 5 biggest health benefits of dates, especially as we get older. Benefit number 1, vitamins and minerals your body needs. Dates are packed with important vitamins and minerals, including some that are actually hard to get from other foods. For starters, dates contain selenium. This is a trace mineral your body needs for a strong immune system and healthy thyroid function. But here's the really interesting part. Selenium also works as a powerful antioxidant. It helps your body fight free radicals, those harmful molecules that damage cells and speed up aging. On top of that, dates provide generous amounts of magnesium, calcium, potassium, copper, and manganese. They also contain iron, which makes dates especially helpful if you're vegetarian or vegan, or if you've ever struggled with low iron levels. Now here's something that surprises a lot of people. Just 2 Medjool dates contain more potassium than a banana. Potassium plays a major role in heart health. It helps regulate your heartbeat, supports proper muscle function, and even helps control breathing. As we get older, getting enough potassium becomes more important than ever. Benefit number 2, fiber that keeps you regular. Like most fruits, with the exception of avocados, dates contain almost no fat. They're made up of about 70% carbohydrates. Now, before you think, whoa, that sounds like a sugar bomb, hang on for a second, because this part really matters. Dates are also rich in fiber. Depending on the variety and how ripe they are, dates contain about 6 to 11% fiber. Just 2 Medjool dates provide around 3 to 4 grams of fiber. That fiber does something very important. It slows down how quickly sugar enters your bloodstream. That's why dates, despite tasting sweet, have a relatively low glycemic index. In fact, a major scientific review published in 2024 found that the average glycemic index of dates is about 42. That puts them firmly in the low glycemic category. To give you some perspective, white bread has a glycemic index around 75. A baked potato is about 85. Dates at 42 are much gentler on your blood sugar. So, why does fiber matter so much? The German Nutrition Society recommends that adults aim for 30 grams of fiber per day. Honestly, many experts believe that number should be even higher. And if you've ever tried tracking your fiber intake, you know how hard it is to reach that goal. Just 2 medjool dates get you about 10 to 15% of your daily fiber needs. Fiber helps keep your digestive system running smoothly. It softens stool, supports regular bowel movements, and can help prevent constipation, a very common issue as we age. Some studies even suggest it may reduce the risk of colon cancer. At the same time, fiber feeds the good bacteria in your gut, helping maintain a healthy microbiome. And here's a nice bonus. Fiber helps you feel full longer. So if you're trying to lose a few pounds or avoid constant snacking, that's a pretty helpful side effect.
Benefit number 3, powerful antioxidants that fight aging. You've probably heard about free radicals, those destructive molecules that damage your cells. Free radicals are created naturally as part of your body's metabolism, and in small amounts, that's normal. The problem starts when you have too many of them. Stress, environmental toxins, smoking, and get this, just one puff of a cigarette creates about 1 trillion free radicals. Too much alcohol, poor sleep, and a low-quality diet can all cause free radicals to build up. When free radicals get out of control, they damage cells, increase disease risk, and speed up the aging process. Here's the good news. Dates are loaded with antioxidants that help neutralize free radicals before they can do harm. Beyond selenium, dates contain a wide range of powerful plant compounds that protect your cells and support long-term health. What's really fascinating is that ancient healing systems understood this long before modern science even had a word for antioxidants. In Ayurveda and traditional Chinese medicine, dates have been viewed as an important rejuvenating food for thousands of years. From an Ayurvedic perspective, dates nourish the body on every level. They support vitality, strengthen immune function, and even enhance fertility. In Ayurveda, foods like this are called rasayana, substances that promote renewal and longevity. If that's not a good reason to enjoy a few dates, I honestly don't know what is. Benefit number 4, heart and circulation support. Dates contain generous amounts of potassium. Potassium acts as a counterbalance to sodium in your body. If your blood pressure runs high, there's a good chance you're getting too much sodium and not enough potassium. Regularly eating dates can help restore that balance, and in some people, it may even help lower blood pressure. And remember that fiber we talked about earlier? A high fiber diet has been clearly shown to reduce the risk of diabetes and cardiovascular disease. The antioxidants in dates strengthen that protective effect even more. Recent studies, and I'll link all of them in the description below, show that dates have anti-inflammatory properties and help support healthy cholesterol levels. One major 2024 review looked at 595 scientific studies on dates and diabetes. Here's what researchers found. Dates help lower blood glucose levels, reduce total cholesterol and triglycerides, and increase good HDL cholesterol. Let me say that again because it's important. Despite their natural sugar content, dates can actually lower blood sugar, lower bad cholesterol, and raise good cholesterol. That's pretty remarkable. Benefit number 5, supporting healthy pregnancy and birth. If you're pregnant or you know someone who is, this might surprise you. Dates may actually help make labor easier. 2 separate studies, one in Iran and one in Jordan, found the same results. Half of the women in the studies ate about 6 dates per day during the last 4 weeks of pregnancy. Compared to the women who didn't eat dates, these mothers experienced longer intact membranes, faster cervical dilation, and less need for labor-inducing hormones. Pretty amazing, right? So, what do I think about dates overall? Personally, I see dates as one of the most valuable foods you can eat. The idea that dates are fattening mostly comes from today's fear of carbohydrates. Everyone seems scared of carbs these days. But if you avoid dates because of that fear, you're missing out on important micro and macronutrients. Thanks to their fiber content, dates raise blood sugar much slower than regular sugar, which makes them a smart choice when you're craving something sweet. Now, before I share 2 important cautions and tell you exactly how many dates you can safely eat each day, let me ask you something. If this video is helping you understand dates better, would you do me a favor? Hit the like button and leave a comment below. Have you been eating dates already, or are you thinking about adding them to your diet now? Your support helps this video reach other folks who really need this information. And yes, I read every single comment. I'm here for you.
2 important cautions. Caution number 1, don't overdo it. Like all dried fruits, dates are relatively high in calories, about 66 calories per date. From an Ayurvedic perspective, eating too many dates can promote weight gain and even fluid retention in the body. There's also something very practical to keep in mind. After eating dates, brush your teeth. The natural sugars in dates can stick to your teeth and contribute to cavities if they're left there too long. Caution number 2, storage matters. If you ever find fresh dates, and they truly are a special treat, store them in the refrigerator and eat them fairly quickly. Dried dates last much longer, but you should still keep an eye on them. A light white coating on the surface is usually nothing to worry about. That's just natural fruit sugar crystallizing. However, if you see mold or if the dates look cracked, extremely hard, or shriveled, it's best to throw them away. So, how many dates can you eat each day? For most people, 3 to 6 dates per day are considered safe. Recent research from 2022 and 2024 confirms this guideline. If you have diabetes or fructose intolerance, you should be more cautious. But here's some reassuring news. A 12-week study found that eating 60 grams of dates per day, about 3 large dates, had no negative effect on blood sugar control in people with type 2 diabetes. Even more interesting, the study showed that dates actually reduced fasting blood sugar levels in diabetic patients by an average of 24.79 points. That's a meaningful improvement. The key is moderation and smart pairing. If blood sugar is a concern, eat dates together with protein, healthy fats, or extra fiber. For example, try chopped dates in a salad with nuts or eat them with oatmeal. This helps slow down sugar absorption even further. Dates are incredibly versatile. You can enjoy them in many ways. You can eat them as a simple snack, use them in baking as a natural replacement for sugar, or add them to salads, curries, oatmeal, or smoothies. Have you ever tried a fresh date? Here in American supermarkets, we usually only see dried ones. Fresh dates are incredibly soft and have a milder, more delicate flavor. They're truly something special. My final thoughts. I hope I've encouraged you to give dates a place in your diet. They really are a gift from nature, sweet, satisfying, and packed with nutrition. Let's quickly sum things up. Dates are rich in vitamins, minerals, and fiber. They contain powerful antioxidants that help fight aging. They support heart health and may even help lower blood sugar. They're a natural, whole food sweetener. For most people, 3 to 6 dates per day is a safe amount. Remember, dates have been nourishing humans for thousands of years. There's real wisdom in that tradition. Thank you so much for watching. Please like this video and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss future videos about natural health and nutrition for your best years. Take good care of yourself, my friend. You're worth it.